And we are live. What is going on with everybody? It's your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you in this green dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged, and have somebody on the other line right now. Who do we have?
What's up? This is Taji. How's it going?
Hey man, we're just kicking it with the technical difficulties, man. This is going crazy today,
Yeah,
man.
we were having some technical difficulties.
Is
Technology was not in our favor, but we're hopefully running smooth now, seems.
Are you a big technology guy?
Uh, it depends. Like I can, use some video cameras here and there, but when it comes to other things, it's not really my forte necessarily, you know?
Outside of like the things that everybody know you for, like what are things that I guess like you've mastered? So it's not technology. What are other things that you think that you've got like a good grip on that people might not know?
Um, hmm. Hi, how are you? Good to see you. Sad to say hi to people. Um, Let me think. That's a tricky one. Um, like that I'm like good at, like a random skill.
Yeah, just a random skill.
Um, I'm trying to think. That's like, you're gonna jinx yourself if you say something, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I'm good at, walking on the sidewalk.
And you just like
And
fall
next thing you
over.
know it,
Yeah.
bust your ass on one of these cracks. Like one does when they're walking with the smartphone, you know what I'm saying?
That would be
How
very
about
tragic.
that? Is that bad? How about I'm good at walking and talking on
Walking and talking.
FaceTime?
Yep, definitely. Walking and talking on FaceTime while doing an interview.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
I guess
things.
you could say multitasking. Look, I'm crossing the street right now. Look at this shit.
Don't get
Gonna
hit.
get hit?
Don't get
You're like,
hit.
oh, look, I almost got hit by this biker, though.
Please do not
See?
get hit.
Yeah, that'd be bad. Has anyone ever gotten hit during one of these interviews?
No, that's really
It seems like a bit of a...
that's a wild
Yeah.
thing. No, I wouldn't know what to do. I wouldn't have to call the police. Like I really wouldn't know what to do. I would be
Oh,
very
man.
I'd be very
You gotta keep
confused.
streaming, man.
Yeah, that gotta keep streaming. I just gotta upload that. Like yeah, just interview
Keep
Taji.
streaming.
Just
Oh, yeah,
died.
this isn't live anyway, huh?
It's not. It's
Not
not at
live.
all. It's not at all.
That's cool. Do you edit it down or you put the whole thing up?
I just put the whole thing up. I let people,
That sounds easier.
You definitely. And plus, you can't say I miscrewed your words. So I just put it all
That's
up.
good.
So
Yeah, you never know with this clever editing sometimes, right?
never
Some,
know.
like some crazy shit. I saw that one of like Kanye they did or whatever.
Which one?
Supercut.
Which one?
I don't even remember.
I
It's probably been a lot of them.
Yeah, I feel like it's probably a lot of them where they edit it and make him sound like
Yeah,
he's
I
saying
saw
something
one of the
completely different.
Seinfeld people. About Jerry Seinfeld or some shit. That
Yeah.
was kind of heavy.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah, editing is definitely a crazy world, and you work at a place where they do editing at. So for the people watching this, I forgot to say this, that don't know who you are, just explain a little bit about yourself and what you do.
Got you, for sure. So, my name is Taji, and I'm a producer as well as a shooter, as well as a host at Vice, which basically, means I do a few different things, but all those things involve making videos. So, you probably maybe have seen some of them, maybe you haven't, but I guess, the content ranges from New York-centric content, like for example, visiting businesses, lowly rated businesses, I do some profiles on. So that's one of the things. Another thing, some skateboard content. I have a show where I go and skate unexpected, difficult areas with unexpected professional skateboarders. So that's a fun one.
It's
Just my two things I got going on right now. What's up?
Well, no, I was gonna say, it's funny. When I was emailing you, like when you email somebody from a business, they might have like their name, where they work at, what they do, and on yours it said shooter. And for a second, I thought you were like the Vice like bodyguard. I thought you was like the shooter. I thought like you got like a
Oh,
gun.
word.
Yeah, I thought you were like
Shooter.
manning the Vice studio. I was
Yeah.
like, what is what you do? I was very confused. But
shooter.
so when you say shooter, you
Yeah,
mean
I
like
guess, yeah,
camera?
when I say shooter producer, yeah, sorry not to specify. Don't want anyone out there to think that, you're in any risk of getting shot.
Yeah, I
me,
thought you was
know
like
what I mean?
Rambo. I didn't know what was
No,
going on.
no, it's not like that. I am a shooter producer, which is, not like that kind of shooter, but one with the video camera. Similar to the one I'm holding up right now. It's funny, you can shoot with anything nowadays. What do you think about that?
It's really crazy. I feel like now that you can shoot with your camera, I could just interview you. If you couldn't shoot with the camera right now, we wouldn't be doing this interview. So it makes it much easier
It's
for
true,
me.
man. And luckily, it'll save on your end. Hopefully, even if my camera shits out, you never know, right?
Definitely,
You got us
definitely.
covered.
I think so. My computer definitely. I
You
hope it's
mentioned you
working.
just were getting it repaired. Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
the
I don't even
dude.
have a computer really, man. I use
Really?
like a work computer, and that's about it. I try to avoid computers when I can. It's not easy in this day and age, though, is it?
Why do you try to avoid computers?
I don't know. It's just easier on the phone, you know? Break out the whole computer. It's a little extra, you know?
But being like an editor and like a director, you don't have to like. I don't know. I would imagine you need like a computer at home to work on certain things.
Well, luckily, I've made it to a point where I can just kind of like do it on my phone or like outsource the work and just do it through Vice, you know? So I can just be like literally from my phone watching things, giving notes, all that shit. You know, because I'm not really a video editor. If I was a video editor, then, you know, I would definitely be on the computer. You feel me? I haven't really done too much of that lately.
Are you
I
good?
just kind of film the stuff, you know? I get the camera,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I bring it out there. I try to make it happen. You know, I try my best to get them that footage. And then, you know, the ball's kind of in their court to actually put it on a computer, and I'll just, you know, kind of, you know, try to oversee it from my phone.
Are you actually good at editing
You
though?
know what
Like,
I mean?
do you have any editing skills?
I've done some editing, you know, when I was like a computer person, you know, I certainly was editing. Like, you know, when I had a computer, you know, I'll fuck around on it. But, I mean, you know, you can just do that on your phone nowadays.
Yes.
I'll do a little quick little edit on the phone, or not even edit, just like an Instagram story.
Mm-hmm.
Just use that as my canvas, or I guess as, you know, sequence, as an editor would say. So, yeah, I just don't really do any, you know, sophisticated editing outside of the phone nowadays, you know? So
No,
I'm just not a video editor.
I feel like
I mean, you
I feel
know.
you. I feel you.
But if it comes down to, you know, I got to edit, you know, I got to get the job done, like, then, you know, I'll try to access a computer, you know? Try my best.
No, I'm a caveman. I don't know how to work my own computer, so I feel you. Like
Do you edit videos?
no, I mean, the bare minimum.
Well, you got a computer, it's probably easier than me doing it on my phone. That's
Definitely,
a bit of a
definitely.
pain in the ass, but
Yeah, I'm
it's
not.
still fun, because you can just do it anywhere.
Yeah, I'm more of like I like to do the video, and if I have to edit it, I like hate it, but I don't know. Editing is just not for me. I'm not a computer guy, so I feel you. I definitely anti-computer as much as I can.
Yeah, but I mean, phones are not great either, you know? I'm not, like, advocating for phones. 'Cause they kind of hurt your fingers sometimes, too, you know, with the little tiny little keypad.
Yeah,
But, you know, none of it's great, but at least with the phone, you know, it's not like a whole thing, you know? You don't have to, like, break out the computer.
that is a fact.
You can hide the phone.
Well, on my phone is where I discovered you, and I discovered you
Really?
with the
Literally on your cellular device? What a trip.
this one right here.
So you're just holding that thing, and then all of a sudden, you were met with me.
Literally,
Wow,
I wasn't
that's a trip.
looking for you at all. I don't know what I was looking at. I
How
probably
did that shit pop up? Did you get hacked? Did someone hack you?
I think so.
Did Vice hack you with their content?
It was, yeah, I guess it was like, Vice was just like force feeding me their videos, and I was like, all right, I guess I'm just gonna watch
Was it on
it.
Instagram, or what was the
YouTube.
platform?
YouTube.
Oh, so you use YouTube on your phone?
Of course.
You just kind of, yeah. I mean, I'll watch some YouTube on my phone, but like, I don't know if I click on stuff. It's usually if I really want to find something, you know.
Where do you watch your
Like, I'll
YouTube
also
videos
listen to
at?
music. What, music videos?
No, where do you watch YouTube at? You watch YouTube on your computer or your
No, I
TV?
watch it on my phone.
Okay,
Like,
okay,
usually
okay.
I'm not like really browsing around. I'll just type in a random thing. Or a computer, you know. Like, I will use a computer at times, you know, if I access that at work. You feel me?
Yeah.
I'm like a hypocrite. I'm like, oh, I probably had a computer.
Yeah, and it's crazy because
Nah,
like
I'll watch some on my phone. I'll watch some YouTube on my phone. You know what? I'll even watch YouTube videos on my television.
that's what I
Can you
do.
believe that?
That's what I do. That's what I do.
But although I might not have internet pretty soon, I don't know. I'm kind of overpaying for the internet now that I don't have a computer for the last like year. I finally decided. So I might just try to hotspot. You think
Wow.
I could hotspot my TV?
I
Or is
think
that going to be a tricky one?
I think you might need
It's a
to
smart
just.
TV.
I think you might need to demand a pay raise from Vice. Is what you might need to do, man. You
So I
might
get
say-
internet? I don't know
Yeah.
if I want internet. I'm kind of tired of giving my money to the internet company. It's so slow. I'm going on strike.
What do you have?
I'm not trying to call them out on this interview. They're gonna come for me.
They're not
The
gonna come for you.
internet's gonna come- yeah, they're gonna roll up in a fucking van. And they're like gonna have like those. They're gonna have Ethernet cables.
you got, you got,
Whoa, look at this.
that's
Holy
crazy.
shit.
Yeah, that guy's going crazy. What are you gonna
That
get
guy's
like?
not happy. That guy's pissed.
That's probably
You wanna go interview him?
that's probably your
Ask him why he's so upset.
Do it.
Nah, I can't. He looks real pissed off. I can't do that. I'm gonna get my ass kicked. Yeah, so if I don't get hit by a car during this interview, I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Hey, man.
Has that ever happened on your show?
Let's see if it happens now, man. Go ahead and let's see, man. Let's make history happen.
I'll wave to him. Nah, I'm just kidding. I'll let him pass. Like, watch me let him pass. He's kind of looking at me too. This is hectic, man. All right, so you were saying.
I found you.
About the internet.
Yeah. I found you.
Oh, and how you found me on YouTube on your cellular
found
device.
you on YouTube, my cellular device. I was watching,
That's
I don't
nice.
know what, and you came up with the 1-star reviews on the side.
Got it.
And I was like,
Yes.
let me watch this. And I watched it, and I was addicted, man. I watched every episode of that first season.
Shit.
It's good
Wow.
stuff. It's
So
good
that
stuff.
was- Thanks, man. So you saw the last one, which was the therapist one?
Yeah,
So you literally watched them all.
literally
Yeah, that
watched
was
them
the
all.
last one that's up there.
I watched.
Right on.
I watched
Thanks
the.
for doing that. I appreciate it.
Of course, yeah.
It's awful kind of you.
You're a maniac for the injection one. I don't know what the hell is wrong with you for letting that man touch your face.
Yeah, people sweat that one, but I think I'm all right. I don't really have any like weird pains, you know. I mean, not sure. Sometimes a headache, but I don't know if it's connected. I feel like I was getting those before that.
Were you
So I
not?
think I might have dodged a bullet on that one.
Were you not scared doing that one?
I was a little sketched out.
A little.
Yeah, I was a little scared. It was a little painful too, but it really wasn't that bad because you know a lot of people get that done, and like you know the guy seemed a little questionable, but in the end, you know I think they were you know proper products. You know,
I
what do you
hope.
think?
I don't know.
I think they were.
That guy
What do
didn't
you
look
think's gonna
trustworthy.
happen? Do you think I'm gonna have a long-term effect? 'Cause I
Hey.
haven't had any short-term effects, really, to my knowledge.
I don't want you to wake up looking like
You know, all
Rocky.
these cars.
I see. I don't want you to wake up
It's
looking like.
hectic.
I don't want you to wake up looking like Rocky Dennis, man. That'd be very tragic.
I
man.
hope not,
That
but
is-
we'll see. Yeah, I guess, you know, it's a bit of a gamble, but sometimes, you know, you got to walk the line, you know, to create edgy content, you know?
Hey,
right?
if you were
Not
willing,
everything can just be, you know?
no, I was about to say if you were
Not
willing.
everything can, yeah, what's up?
Not my fault. No,
There
I
you go.
thought you. No, my fault. You go. What you were saying?
No, I ain't got shit to say. I don't know what I'm saying. Your turn.
Are you on drugs right now?
I'm walking around on acid in the city right now. I'm tripping balls.
Are you really on
Just
acid?
kidding.
Oh, okay.
No,
okay.
imagine. No. Are you on any drugs?
Nah, I've never did a drug a day in my life, man. I'm a loser.
You never done a drug?
I'm a loser, man. Never done a drug a day in
What
my life.
about pot? Have you ever smoked pot?
Never did weed.
That's
I've
good. What about a cigarette? You smoked a cigarette before?
no, I do not smoke cancer sticks. I don't. Can't do it.
Good for
man.
you. Those,
Can't
yeah,
do
those
it,
are the
man.
devil.
Can't do
Yeah,
it,
now
man.
big tobacco. So far, big internet and big tobacco are gonna come for me now.
Hey, they're coming for me. I'm the one
Alright.
slandering. I'm the one doing the slandering here. You're safe. You're a safe guy. I'm the one doing the slandering, man.
Yeah, you're making me talk all about all these large
Large industries.
corporations, industries. Yeah, not even corporations. Talking big things over here.
Hey man,
Alright.
I'm a big slandering guy. But also, I think you were really crazy for the barbershop one. And I only say that because I feel
The
like
knife?
non-black people are very more generous of who they let cut their hair. Black people are
Oh, I see
very,
what you mean.
very,
You would
very
not have
stingy.
Let that man touch your hair.
Should not let that man touch your hair. I would have never
What
let
you
that
got
man
going
touch
on
your
with the
hair.
hair right now? I can't really see it.
Hey,
well. It's a
that's
bad
why.
connection.
It's
Are you wearing like a shower cap or something?
it's a bonnet.
Or is it just a bad? You're wearing a bonnet right now.
It's a bonnet, yeah.
Is that that's your look? The bonnet?
It keeps your.
That's lit.
You're supposed to wear silk on your hair. This is silk, so it's, you know.
But is it just for like you just always wear that, or you like ever break the hair out?
Oh yeah, I break the hair out sometimes, but you know, sometimes I break the bonnet out. Just depends how I feel. It's a bonnet day right now.
Got it. I'm having a hat day as well. I feel you, man. I mean, if this were a bonnet, I'd probably have even more protection out here. But the hat's doing me just fine. But I feel you on, the coverage, the desire for coverage.
Definitely, I can't wear hats. My head isn't built for hats, so I can't rock
Yeah, well,
the
I
hat.
guess you probably got a bunch of hair under there. Do you have dreads? Or what do you have?
Nah, I mean usually my hair is like in kind of fro type thing, but now it's kind of twisted up right now currently. So
So you got like twists?
yeah,
Yeah, it might be hard to get a hat over that. I mean, mine's hard enough. Look at this fucking shit.
yeah.
It's pretty fluffy.
What type of hat is that?
It's a shut hat. Do you skateboard?
I don't, but I do enjoy watching skateboard. Can't skateboard to save my life
Alright,
though.
well, this is a skateboard company. From the 80s. Oh, yeah. This
Are you?
hat's straight from the 80s, yo.
I
This
wanted.
hat is, what is the math? This is 49 years old, this hat, roughly. Just kidding.
I was about to say, I do not think anything from the 80s is 49 years old.
Just playing.
But no, I was gonna say I was gonna talk about your skating, and I was gonna ask you.
39. Correction. 39 years old.
39 years old. So
Yeah.
I was gonna
That's a little off.
I was gonna ask you about your I was gonna ask you about your skating, and I was basically gonna ask you, like, was it always like idea to like bring in that type of interest with you being like host of different things, or was that like something you like that was something far fetched before you actually brought it into the limelight? Or was that always like this is going to be a thing that's like established with me?
I think you mean in terms of me like being on camera. And
just being a personality. Yeah, like did you?
Oh, I got what you mean.
Yeah.
No, I don't think I really planned on that much, of doing that kind of stuff. But I definitely was never opposed to it, because me and my friends would like film ourselves, doing certain things, skating around, all that kind of stuff. So it wasn't like totally different of a thing to do.
Yeah.
But in terms of just transitioning into like doing some more of that stuff that's actually like published, I don't know. I guess I was always down, but I was never really like super like planning on that,
Well, now that
I don't know. That was a pretty shitty answer. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. You're good. I mean,
It's like very convoluted.
All of these questions are on the spot, so it's all good. No, but now that it's like there, are you like, is that like something that you want to push to the like forefront still? Like, I am a skater, or is it something that you still want to like, like how in the front do you want that to be?
In terms of skateboarding, I mean, that I like at one point in my life like wanted to be a professional skateboarder, but then like I stopped skateboarding as seriously, like I kind of hurt my shoulder. I got kind of lazy, doing other things. So, I slowed down on the skateboarding. And also I began surfing, which also kind of like steered me away from skateboarding. Although honestly, before the surfing, I'd probably already given up on being a pro skater. So, that I already, has nothing to do with, doing, posting of videos. It's not like, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do that instead of skating, At this point, I just don't really skate that hard anyway. So I might as well try to have as much fun as possible, not on the skateboard when I can. And, whoa, look at that. Never mind. Tractor. And, do, something that I'm passionate about that might not be skateboarding, but it's still experiencing fun things similar to how you could on a skateboard, but like in videos,
So it's
I
like,
don't really know what I'm sorry?
No, my fault. Keep going.
I don't know what the exact question was. I can't remember, but
it was just basically,
something.
It was basically saying like now that you are like, now that people know you for skating as well as other things you do, is that something that you want it to be like a part of your brand, like skater, host, like?
Oh, sorry. I totally segued on that one.
No, you're cool.
Oh, I guess at this point, sorry, 1 second. I guess at this point, you think about that one, whether I want to incorporate skateboarding. I would say so. Like I don't want to sound, cliche or anything, and be like, like I'm always gonna be a skater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like, I've kind of like transitioned from skateboarding into surfing, and I still cruise around on the skateboard for sure. Don't get me wrong, but I want to try to surf more, and kind of like I'm more into that. So like, I wouldn't mind being known for like, a skater / surfer, like still alongside, or maybe I could just keep that separate. I don't know. What do you think? What do you suggest? Should I just like be, like a on-camera hosting person, but like also, do some skateboard content, some surf content to let people know, this is what I'm about to? Or should I just do that for fun and not even, Who knows? It's nice to incorporate that, of course, when I can, but I don't know. Do I need to try? I don't know. It's a kind of a complicated question. What do you think?
Well, like
What would you do?
personally, I do a lot of things. So at
Because
first,
I do a lot of things too. Exactly. It's like hard to try to pinpoint, like, exactly what.
what to do.
Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
that's why it's a tricky question.
Well, no, see, like I do a lot of things. So at the very beginning of my YouTube channel, I always thought like, should I make my YouTube channel just about one thing, or should I make it about just a lot of things that I'm interested in? Because I don't know what these other people who subscribe to me are interested in. So I just tried out doing other things that I like, and everybody seemed to be like, oh, I'm interested in this thing as well. So it's just all of my ideas on one platform. So I feel like you may never know what people that are tuned into you may like. So if you start doing more
Exactly.
surfing things and showing them this, they'd be like, oh, or maybe they don't even know they like surfing until you show them. They're like, oh, this is really cool. I want to watch more of this. So yeah, I feel like you just put it all in one. You make whatever interests you
Yeah.
your brand.
Yeah, I think being versatile is good. So I agree. It is good to do kind of all things. And also, like trends change and you can't predict them. Who the hell knows? Skateboarding couldn't even exist in like 10 years. Or it could be, actually that would never happen. but, or it could be 10 times bigger
Yeah.
or 3 times bigger. Who knows? But I don't know. I guess you can't really, follow the trends or you're just going to be a follower. So you kind of just do your thing, as you mentioned, do a lot of things, a mixed bag. As long as, you're like having fun while doing it, and you're enjoying it, to some extent, and it's some sort of experience and you're like actually being productive and like, going in, holy shit.
New York traffic sounds.
Get totaled.
Yeah, New York traffic sounds
Just
terrible.
this dude right here, hold on, let's say. This guy, you see him with the umbrella?
Yeah.
He just almost died.
What
That
happened?
is that's a walking away. What do you call it? Someone who nearly died? That's like he's a miracle.
Yeah.
Is he a miracle?
What happened?
He's a walking miracle. He just almost got hit by a car.
On
That
the
was what
sidewalk?
honking was. No, he was.
Oh, he was crossing the street.
right there.
Oh.
Yeah, I showed you him an after. I didn't. Yeah. And then he kept walking on the sidewalk. But yeah, it's a living, walking away miracle of life right there.
You should interview him.
You guys get a good look at it?
Go ahead and
You try to
interview
get
him.
him?
Go ahead and
You
do
always
it.
try to make people do more work on your.
I don't. No, this is the first time. I feel like just
I'm
do
just
it.
fucking with you. It'd be fun. It'd make it a good episode, but I'm too lazy, and he seems all angry. He just like almost died, so I'm not really trying to get my ass kicked right now.
I understand. I
You
understand.
feel me?
Yeah. But yeah,
But sometime, maybe down the road, I'm open to it.
definitely. But yeah, I don't want to keep
Yeah.
you for too much longer and take up too much of your time. So,
No worries.
if anything else you have to say before we get out of here, you can say whatever.
Well, that was nice chatting with you. I appreciate it. I think you're a great interviewer because, you kind of just have a conversation, which I think is great. And then you do, hit a couple, points that you do want to touch on, to tell a story, I guess, of like where I'm at right now. So I think it was a solid interview. So I guess, I just want to thank you,
Well, I
and
went.
whoever else wants to interview me or has helped me out there as well, and my family and my friends and all that. You know who you are. Yeah, man.
Well, yeah, I want to thank you for all those compliments. It's really nice of you to say.
Of course, man.
Of
It was
course.
chill. Appreciate it.
Also, I have to say this before I get out of here. I forgot all about this, but have you ever seen the Vice show Therapist or The Therapist?
Yes, I actually know a lot of the people who have made that show at Vice.
Really?
Yeah, The Therapist. For
Hey.
Viceland.
Can I tell you my conspiracy theory about that show before we get out of here? Because I forgot to say
You have a
this.
conspiracy theory about The Therapist?
I have a
Let's
conspiracy.
hear it.
I love the way you said
Let's
it. Like,
hear it.
what can you possibly say about The Therapist?
Yeah, it's pretty simple format. Let's hear it, though.
Hey, I don't care what anybody says. I could be 100% wrong in this, but I think I came up with the concept of The Therapist, and Vice snatched the idea. That's
From
my
you?
conspiracy.
You were doing The
I think
Therapist?
so. I think so. I
Really?
think so. I think so, man.
Yeah.
I think so, man. So if
Really?
anybody's looking at Vice right now,
Whoa.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry about that if that,
I don't know if it's true, but I had to put it out
concept
there.
was but you never know. But also, a lot of the time, like, people do things, and then people do similar things that, weren't even, it's like, you never really
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
It's hard out there. It's like there's so many different people making content nowadays. It's like, what even is an original idea at this point? It's very tricky, which is really complicated when it comes to suing and stuff. It's like, how do you even, I don't know. Like, is any of this real?
Is any of this real? You interviewed
I don't know,
you
man.
interviewed Blarf. Are you with Blarf? Is he real? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't even tell you who it is, but I'll give you a hint. Haha. You look at the thing about it, it'll say someone. It's that person.
I think, is it Obama?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Maybe. Yes, precisely.
Precisely Obama?
No, it's an Obama impersonator.
Mmm.
Dressed up as Blarf.
Obama impersonator as Blarf is hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's the impersonator of an Obama impersonator.
So it's like an Inception at this point.
A what now?
It's like an Inception at this point.
Oh, precisely. So is this entire interview.
Wow.
Luckily, I didn't die.
You said what?
Luckily, I didn't die. I said this interview has been very Inception-like as well. And then I said, luckily, I didn't die. So, yeah, man.
Yeah.
Thanks again. Where do you live at? I guess, I don't know if you want to say it on air, but...
No, everybody... I'm Jacksonville, Florida. I'm down in Florida.
Okay, I figured. Yeah, for sure. Right on. Well, holler at me if you're ever in New York, and I'll holler at you if I'm ever in the FL, alright?
Alright, well, for everybody watching right now, I say what I mean what I say. Haters are gonna hate, players are gonna play. You guys holler at your boy.